we're going to be doing the entire Tennessee, Houston Texans draft class. Let's get right into it. They have a lot of great picks. They're going to obviously get one of the best quarterbacks in this draft class. Obviously, they didn't draft one. Now, Bryce Young is probably the guy who you think I'm going to go with. I mean, look how amazing his statistical stats have been in his college career. But he does have a little bit of issue. Came in a little overweight into his pro day. And I think C.J. Stroud has a possibility of being the first quarterback off the board, especially if the Texans are the team drafting him, because they are the type of team that would draft him over Bryce Young. Let's be honest here. I think at their next pick, they have to add some wide receiver help. Give C.J. Stroud a little bit of help here. Now, his worst game was against Georgia. It makes some sense. I mean, everybody on TCU sucked at, but he was absolutely fantastic. I think without a doubt, I think they need to put a wide receiver next to C.J. Stroud to help him out a little bit. I think, honestly, they're going to try to start building up some of this defense. I think they're going to need a top-tier D lineman here. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce his name, but I think this guy works pretty well. Had a fantastic game against Virginia. I mean, guy who can get sacks from the D-line spot is so crucial to have. I think, without a doubt, they have to pick him right here. Alrighty, so far, a really solid draft. I haven't actually drafted a bad draft so far. Every time I do one of these simulations, I always get like an A+, A, whatever. Ooh, Andre Carter's still here. Why is he sliding so hard? I mean, he's not much. I mean, he had a ton of sacks. He had a bit of a step back, but we're in the third round at this point? Yeah, we're in the third round. I think you have to pick him here. I mean, he's a first overall pick talent grade. I think, yeah, without a doubt. Do they add another wide receiver? Why does Nathan Dell always slide so much? I mean, this dude put up some nuts stats. I mean, what was his worst game? Against the Raging Cajuns? His best game was nothing special. I don't think they're going to select him because I think they just got to keep building up some of their other positions, including getting a nice center, and I think that's why they're going to take Joe Tipsman here. I think this is just the best pick they can get. He's only let up one sack, couple hits, couple hurries. I mean, that's absolutely insane. Best game was against Maryland, which is a solid team. So I think that's honestly the best place for Houston to go. They need a center, third round, great pick. I think that is their best decision they can make there. Alrighty. So finally Nathan Dell's off. So I think they might add another tight end. I know I had other teams drafting Sam Laporte, so I'm not going to do him again. Let's see. Is there any other decent tight end? Oh gosh, this guy did not do well. So maybe not. They're not going to add a tight end unless it is Sam, if he does make it to him again. I want all positions. I guess I'm not going to get all positions again. Can I delete this? Yeah. Okay, there we go. So I think they're going to continue to add into their defense. It's going to be one of these guys. I think it's Carl Brooks pretty easily. Guy had 12 sacks this season, 8 hits, 49 hurries, 4 batted down. I mean, the problem with him is his schedule. He didn't really play too many tough teams. And the one team he did play that was really good, he didn't have the best game. But I think he's honestly, you're talking 4th round draft pick at this point. That's a solid pick. I don't think the Texans could do too much better there. Yeah, so let's see. I could honestly see them also taking a running back. I think Tank McBeads or whatever would be a solid pick for him. He's had great career. Honestly, his biggest thing is his best game was against whoever the hell that is. His worst game was against Georgia, which everybody sucked against Georgia. So I think this is honestly a solid pick. Just trying to bolster and put players around C.J. Stroud. And while cleaning up their defense, they have so many picks in this draft class. I mean, I'm not even near the end of this thing. And honestly, I think they're just going to continue to bolster this team. Who have I picked in all my picks? I don't even know what positions. Is there any way to see this? No. Okay, fantastic. All right, so I'm probably not gonna take another edge because I've already taken one. I think they'll probably take a cornerback or a safety. Trey Dean, I think honestly could be a solid pick. I mean, his stats suck. Not actually, but the stats are showing oh man, he had a bad game against LSU. Ooh, I don't know. Then maybe Thompson, but he doesn't play real opponents. I mean, yeah, the schedule sucks. It's so hard to judge these guys. Gave up 3 touchdowns. This is a 6th round pick, so I mean, I guess it's not a guy that's going to be guaranteed to be one of the best players in the league. Mm, you know what? I think they'll go linebacker here. His worst game. Holy crap, he sucked there. Holy crap. Maybe not then. This is a tough pick because like they don't really need a tackle, but like given how many just the players in this general area, it's not been very good. Like they might honestly just have to go D lineman here. I mean, this dude 92 overall grade just didn't really play anybody. It's an unfortunate thing. He did have 12 sacks, so a lot of hits. I think honestly they'll take this guy. I mean, a guy who can sack from the D line spot is absolutely amazing. Alrighty, so let's see here. Who else do I think they might take here? I think I already took a center. I could be completely wrong because I can't see who I drafted. But I'm pretty sure I took a center. That Trey Dean guy's still here, but I don't really like him. He didn't scream out great stats. Maybe they take a guard to add in to bolster. He gave up 3 sacks, which is not ideal, but we're talking about a guy getting drafted. His worst game was against South Alabama. That almost makes me not want to draft him. Whatever. I mean, his worst game could have been against an actual opponent, I guess, but whatever. So do they still kind of need? They kind of might want a tight end. This guy put up some decent stats. Worst game against Penn State. He did really well against the team that came up runner-up for the national championship. You know what? Let's go with him. I actually liked watching him in that national championship game that he played, the one before. So yeah, I think the Titans or the Texans' major goal has to be building around their new quarterback and whatnot. So I think that's where they're at. I also think they just got to build up a bit more of a defense. This guy has a solid rating. Played really well against Texas Tech. Not so well against Rice. Pretty easy schedule. Probably why he's just slowed down. I think taking him there would be an absolute pick. I don't even remember what his name is. At this point, I've had so many picks in this draft. This feels like I did a whole first round draft pick or draft thing by just drafting with them. Honestly, I think they're just going to continue trying to bolster some more defensive needs. Ryan Greenhager or whatever could be a solid pick here. Had some decent stats. Again, a guy, I mean, literally didn't play any real opponent. One of the best opponents he played, he had his worst games. So this is, I mean, he's a 7th round draft pick. I don't expect him to really be a starter, but I think that's probably who they're going to go with. Let's see what grade we got. I've been getting A's with everybody else, but with this, I had so many draft picks, it might not be that great. So we'll see here. I don't want to. Okay, so A plus for CJ Stroud. They like that pick. Huh. Andre Carter, A plus. Pretty much all A's again. I mean, obviously the last couple picks were my downfall. Got another A. But if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.